Hey guys, Bettina Ray here. Welcome if this is your very first time stumbling across me. Welcome back if you have been here for a while. Today I just wanted to do a little bit of an update about what's going on, just have a little bit of a casual chat with you guys, something I haven't done in a while. As you may notice, this belly is starting to feel a little outrageous. I did a little bit of filming some yoga classes for the third trimester just before this, and when I looked at them back, I was like, holy moly, that's a big belly. This is definitely the biggest my belly has ever gotten. I have a photo of me that I took when I was, actually the day that I had Rory, and I look at that now and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so tiny, and now this belly is just like out of control. So yeah, hopefully only a few more weeks to go. And I just wanted to talk to you, I guess, about how I'm feeling going into birth, what I'm doing to prepare this experience after having 3 losses as opposed to going into birth without that experience, and just generally chat about where we're currently at. So preparing for birth this time is quite different. I really feel like I've been 100% in denial about the fact that I'm going to give birth soon for this entire pregnancy. I guess because of the losses, I was just taking one day at a time. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been pretty positive and able to look on that bright side for most of this pregnancy. Of course, I've been using affirmations and things like that whenever I do feel that anxiety rising, but it was almost just like I couldn't let myself think about birth. It just didn't feel real. And it wasn't until after my blessing way, I'll link to that video above if you haven't watched that one already, that I was sort of starting to think like, oh right, like I've got to give birth soon. And then the other day I started having some contractions, and now I've never had like pre-labor before. Like usually for me, once contractions start, it's on, and within a few hours I have a baby, which I know. Very lucky that I have short labors, but that means I've never really experienced kind of going, is this it? Is this not it? That kind of second guessing. But this time I was like, something's happening, but doesn't really feel like as intense as I remember it being with the boys. So also experiencing those contractions and my body starting to get ready was like, oh yeah, right, like this is happening really soon. And I'm kind of in mixed feelings about it. One part of me is so excited. I cannot wait to meet this baby. Another part of me feels quite anxious about the birth. I don't know, it's almost like I know too much now. Like, I've read too much, I've had too many conversations with women who've lost babies, and I don't know, it's just like I know too much now, and I've got all these thoughts in my head about all the things that could go wrong, and I really have to let that go going into labour and birth. So I'm really trying to do my own work of just letting go of the fears, which a lot of them aren't even my fears. Like, fears aren't from my experience, they're fears of like, I've got this far, what if something goes wrong now? And of course, that's always a possibility, but it's a possibility with everything that we do. So yeah, really just coming back to those practices that I really needed in those first few weeks of positive affirmations, visualization, really trying to imagine how I want birth to go. So other things I'm doing to get ready for birth, I've written a little list of the things that are kind of, I guess, a little mini birth plan. I don't feel like I need a long-winded thing written out. There are some key points: healthy baby, perineal support, because I had a 3rd-degree tear with Rory, I want delayed cord clamping, I want to deliver the placenta naturally. So these things that I've been thinking about. Also, if you're wondering about any of these things and how to decide, in my online yoga circle, I've got a video there that goes through the birth plan, how to go through all your choices, looks at all your choices. So if you're feeling really lost and you're at the same stage as me, starting to think about birth, you might want to check out my online yoga circle for that video on planning your birth, working with the birth plan, as well as all the tools that you need for labour and birth to work with your body during that time. Sorry, that was a little side note. Back to the point of this video. So other than that, I've pretty much hit a lull with my motivation for anything. I was hoping to get a few more videos and things filmed, yoga classes filmed before this baby arrived, but I've really had to push myself to get on the mat today and film a couple. And I'm 99% sure that I don't know that I'll get to another one before this baby arrives. So maybe the next one you see will actually be a baby in my arms, which should be very exciting. Also, I just realized I've been like rubbing my belly this whole time. So you probably, the audio is probably like belly rubs the whole time. Sorry about that. So food-wise, the freezer is stocked. We've got all the baby stuff ready. Aside from my hospital bag, which doesn't have anything really for me in it because I have limited clothing that still fits, I think we're ready to go. Yeah, it's just the waiting game now. Just before I go, I would love to know, what are the things that you wish you had done in the last few weeks of your pregnancy? So whether it be your first pregnancy or your third or your fourth, what are some of the things that you wish you'd taken the time to do in those last few weeks before Bub arrived? So maybe Bub arrived early for you and you didn't actually get a chance to do all those things you planned. I'm really feeling that call to just unplug from work. I've watched a fair bit of Netflix already. I probably need to just enjoy this time now and do some things for me. So I'd love to know what you wish you had done in those last few weeks. Hopefully the next time you hear from me, I have a baby in my arms and I can tell you how amazing it went, because I'm sure it's going to go really well. Stop touching your belly, Bettina, because they can't hear you. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.